Hi friends, now I am going to deal with the infinite series. First of all, what is the meaning of infinite series? An infinite series is the sum of the values in an infinite sequence of numbers is called as infinite series. Or one more definition, if n is the function of n defined for all the integral values of n, an expression of the form u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus un plus and so on containing infinite number of terms is called as an infinite series. So write this series combination in terms of summation. So summation of u1 as n is from 1 to infinity is equals to u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus un and so on. Means n contains infinite number of terms. Means it starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, where un is the nth term or general term of the infinite series. Yes, let us see here. Summation of x raised to n as n tends to 0 to 4. Then how to write? Summation means sum of all the values of x raised to n. So n is from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put x equal to 0, x raised to 0 plus x raised to 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x4. Initial value n is equal to 0 and final value n is equal to 4. Then we get the series combination. So this value is x raised to 0 is 1, 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x raised to 4. Yes, it is a finite series. Finite series, it contains finite number of elements here. One more example, summation n is running from 1 to infinity. Then you have to write a raised to n. N is from 1 to infinity. Then write the series combination a raised to 1. Don't write a raised to 0 because n is starts from 1 to infinity plus a square plus a cube and so on. It is the series combination of infinite series. Next, the sum of first n terms is of the series is denoted by Sn. Sn is the sum of finite numbers. So Sn is equal to u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus and so on up to un. u1 is the initial value, un is the final value. Sn is the sum of all the n terms. Next we have to go with the convergence and divergence. It is very important. What is the meaning of convergence and divergence? A series summation of un is said to be a convergent. Summation of un is said to be a convergent if limit of Sn as n tends to infinity is equals to L, where L is the finite quantity or a finite value. Yes. If it is finite, limit of Sn as n tends to infinity is equals to L, it is finite, then the given series is convergent. If it is infinite, summation of un is said to be a divergent if limit of Sn as n tends to infinity which is equals to which is tending to a infinite value, then it is called divergent. Series is divergent. Next, arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression. Arithmetic progression is the reciprocal of harmonic progression. Yes, I hope you studied in 10th. Sum of n terms in the arithmetic progression. What is the formula for finding the sum of n terms? Sn is equals to n divided by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, where n is the n number of terms, a is the initial value, D is the common difference. So Sn is this is the formula. One more formula, Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. D is the common difference and A is the first value. Yes, in geometric progression, the value of sum of n terms Sn is equal to A into 1 minus r raised to n divided by 1 minus r. Condition, what is that condition? If r is less than 1. Suppose r is greater than 1, 1 minus 1 0. Here in the denominator also 1 minus 1 0 is 1 by 0 infinity. 1 by 0 infinity means it is meaningless. So that's why you have to take, if r is less than 1, yes, in the given series r is less than 1, you have to use this formula. If r is greater than 1, take Sn is equals to A into r raised to n minus 1 whole divided by r minus 1. Next, some examples on finding the nature of the series, means the given series is convergent or divergent. We will have one problem. 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 divided by 3 square plus 1 divided by 3 cube plus and so on. Yes, clearly it is the infinite series. It contains infinite number of terms. Yes, and it is in terms of geometric form. What is that? A plus AR square form here, given series. So what is the value of A? A is equals to 1 and the common difference R is equals to 1 by 3. So we have two formulas. If R is greater than 1, Sn is it depend on the value of R, you have to write the Sn. So if 1 by 3 means it is less than 1, so you have to use this formula, Sn equal to A into 1 minus r raised to n divided by 1 minus r. Then substitute the values of A and R. Then take LCM. 1 minus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3. Then which is equals to 3 by 2 into 1 minus 1 by 3 raised to n. So what is that condition? Limit of Sn as n tends to infinity is equals to a finite value or it tending to a infinite value. So both sides you have to apply limit of Sn as n tends to infinity is equals to, write the limit, write the value of Sn which is equals to n tending to infinity means 3 raised to infinity. Yes, 3 raised to infinity is infinity. 1 by infinity is 0. So 1 minus 0, 1. So 1 into 3 by 2, 3 by 2. As 3 by 2 is nothing but it is 1.5. As 1.5 means it is a finite value. As it is a finite, limit of Sn as n tends to infinity is a finite, then the given series is convergent. Next one, 1 plus 2 square plus 2 cube and so on. Clearly it is a infinite series. Yes, it is also in geometric form, geometric series. A plus AR square, like that. So initial value A is equals to 1 and the common difference R is equals to 2. 2 is greater than 1. So if R is greater than 1, you have to use this formula. Sn is equal to A into r raised to n minus 1 whole divided by r minus 1. So substitute the values, 2 raised to n minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1, which is equals to 2 minus 1 is 1. So 2 raised to n minus 1. Take both side limit, we get limit of 2 raised to n minus 1 as n tends to infinity, which is equals to, what is 2 raised to infinity? Yes. Put the n tending to infinity means substitute the value of n here. 2 raised to infinity is infinity. Infinity minus 1 is infinity. So we get this value becomes infinity. Then limit of Sn as n tends to infinity, which is tending to a infinite value. As it is an infinite value, then clearly a given series is divergent. Next, I have to go with the test for convergence for the series of positive terms. First one, Cauchy's root test, another one, D'Alembert test. Now I have to go with the Cauchy's root test. If summation of un is a series of positive terms, here it is only a positive terms, then limit of un raised to 1 divided by n as n tends to infinity is equals to L. L is a finite value or a finite quantity. Then the series is convergent if L is less than 1. If L is less than 1, then the given series is convergent. If L is greater than 1, then the given series is divergent. If L is equals to 1, then the test fails. See one note. Un is of the form f of n raised to g of n. Means f raised to g form. We have some standard results. Limit of n raised to 1 by n as n tends to infinity is equals to 1. Limit of f raised to g form here, f raised to g form as n tends to infinity is equals to 1. Second result, limit of 1 plus 1 divided by n whole raised to n as n tends to infinity is equals to e. E is the, we know that E is the value 2.7. Next, third result, limit of 1 plus x divided by n whole raised to n as n tends to infinity is equals to e raised to x. X is this value here, x is this value. These two are same and it is x. Then this value is equals to e raised to x value. Or one more, as Cauchy's root test in terms of x. We have to write summation of un is convergent if x is less than 1. If x is greater than 1, it is divergent. If x means you may take L or x. It fails if x is equals to 1. Whatever you have to take. We'll see some examples on Cauchy's root test. Let us discuss the convergence of summation 1 plus 1 divided by n whole raised to n square as n is from 1 to infinity. As always, given sequence or a given series is of the form summation of un, so clearly it is a un. So un is equal to 1 plus 1 divided by n whole raised to n square. Yes, what is the condition? Limit of un raised to 1 by n as n tends to infinity is equals to or which is greater than 1, then it is convergent. If it is less than 1, it is divergent. It is equals to 1, the test fails. So first we have un value. We need to calculate un raised to 1 by n, means raise the power 1 by n. We get the un raised to 1 by n. After that, we have to apply the both side, apply the limit, then simplify, we get the answer. Then raising the power 1 by n both side, we get un raised to 1 by n is equals to, this keep as it is, keep un value as it is, raise the power 1 by n, which is equals to as 1 plus 1 by n keep as it is, n square divided by n. Yes, it is n only. Now limit of, means take both side limit of un raised to 1 by n tending to a infinite value, which is equals to, yes, this value is 1 plus 1 divided by n raised to n, yes, which is equals to, so we have one standard result, yes, one standard result, limit of 1 plus x divided by n whole raised to n as n tends to infinity is equals to e raised to x, means these two are same, and here the x value, then you have to write e raised to x. So x is equal to 1, these two are same, n values are same, x is 1 means you have to write e raised to x is 1. So we know that E is equal to 2.7. So this value 2.7 is greater than 1. Yes, limit of un or limit of un which is greater than 1, then the given series is divergent. The given series is divergent. Next, let us test for the convergence. Summation n is running from 1 to infinity, 1 plus 1 divided by square root of n whole raised to minus n raised to 3 by 2. So clearly the value of un is this one, 1 plus 1 divided by square root of n into whole raised to minus n raised to 3 by 2. We need to calculate limit of un raised to 1 by n as n tends to infinity is greater than 1 or less than 1 or is equals to 1. So we have un value, both side you have to raise the power 1 by n, then after that apply the limit, then simplify, we'll get the one series. Un raising the power un raised to 1 by n which is equals to, is keep un value as it is raising the power 1 by n. So 1 plus 1 by root n keep as it is, n minus n raised to 3 by 2 whole divided by means whole divided by this value n. So which is equals to, let's take this value to numerator, so n raised to 3 by 2 into n raised to minus 1. As bases are same, add the powers, n raised to 3 by 2 minus 1. Let's take LCM, 3 by 2 minus 1 is 1 by 2. So this value becomes minus n raised to 1 by 2. So substitute here, minus n raised to 1 by 2. Yes, we know that n raised to 1 by 2 is equal to square root of n. So write 1 plus 1 divided by square root of n raise the power minus of root n. So both side apply limit of un raised to 1 by n as n tends to infinity is equal to this value. Yes, it is power is x raised to in terms of minus 1. How to write? X raised to minus 1 can be written as 1 divided by x. So take this value to denominator. Limit of n tends limit as n tends to infinity is equal to 1 divided by, it is a positive value, right, in terms of positive, 1 plus 1 divided by square root of n into raise the power root n. So we have one standard result, limit as n tends to infinity 1 plus x divided by n whole raised to n is equals to e raised to x. These two are same, x, this value is e to the power x. So observe root n, these two values are same, root n, the value of x is 1 only, so 1 divided by e raised to x, what is x? X is 1, so 1 divided by e which is equals to 1 divided by, we know that the value of e is 2.7. So 1 divided by 2.7, it is less than 1. So it is less than 1 means clearly a given Cauchy's root test is convergent. One more example. Let us discuss the convergence of summation n is running from 1 to infinity, n plus 1 raised to n into x raised to n whole divided by n raised to n plus 1. So the value of un is this one. Raise the power 1 by n we get, it is the value of un, raise the power 1 by n we get n plus 1 raised to n into 1 by n divided by n get cancels, we get only the value, power is 1. X raised to n divided by n means x raised to 1 here, x raised to 1 whole divided by n raised to n plus 1 divided by n, because it is a divided by b whole raised to n can be written as a raised to n divided by b raised to n. So here it is n raised to n plus 1 divided by n means 1 plus 1 divided by n get cancels. So n plus 1 into x is a raised to x plus y form can be written as a raised to x into a raised to y. So by using that, you have to write n raised to 1 plus 1 by n can be written as n raised to 1 into n raised to 1 by n. So both sides apply the limit of un raised to 1 by n as n tends to infinity is equals to, let's substitute the un raised to 1 by n value, which is equals to, in the denominator n is there, let's put n tends to infinity means 1 divided by infinity, yes, it is 0. Here it is also infinity plus 1 infinity. So n is take out from this, we get 1 plus 1 divided by n into x whole divided by n into n raised to 1 by n get cancel n and n value. So limit as n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 divided by n into x whole divided by limit of a by b can be written as limit of a divided by limit of b, which is equals to, so we have one standard result, limit of n raised to 1 by n as n tends to infinity is equals to 1. So this value becomes, denominator value becomes 1. As n tends to infinity, substitute the value 1 divided by infinity, as 1 by infinity is 0, 1 divided by infinity is 0, 1 plus 0, 1 into x. So this value is x. Limit of un raised to 1 by n as n tends to infinity is, the value of x, if depend on that only it is convergent or divergent. The Cauchy's root is here. If x is less than 1, the value of x is less than 1, it is convergent. X is greater than 1, it is divergent. If x is equals to 1, then the test fails.